Good morning, Rise and Shine Bible Study. Today we are reading from chapter 25 of the book of Acts, verses 13 through 27. A few days later, King Agrippa arrived with Bernice for a visit with Festus. During their stay of several days, Festus discussed Paul's case with the king. "There is a prisoner here," he told him, "whose case was left for me by Felix. When I was in Jerusalem, the chief priests and other Jewish leaders gave me their side of the story and asked me to have him killed. Of course, I quickly pointed out to them that Roman law does not convict a man before he is tried. He is given an opportunity to defend himself face to face with his accusers. When they came here for the trial, I called the case the very next day and ordered Paul brought in. But the accusations were made against him were all what I was supposed they would be. It was something to do about their religion and about someone called Jesus who died, but Paul insisted is alive. I was perplexed as to how to decide a case of this kind, and asked him whether he would be willing to stand trial on these charges in Jerusalem. But Paul appealed to Caesar, so I ordered him back to jail until I could arrange to get him to the emperor. "I'd like to hear the man myself," Agrippa said. And Festus replied, "You shall, tomorrow." So the next day, after the king and Bernice had arrived at the courtroom with great pomp, accompanied by the military officers and prominent men of the city, Festus ordered Paul brought in. Then Festus addressed the audience. "King Agrippa and all present," he said, "this is the man whose death is determined, both by the local, This death is demanded by the local Jews and by those in Jerusalem. But in my opinion, he has done nothing worthy of death. However, he appealed his case to Caesar, and I have no alternative but to send him. But what shall I write to the emperor? For there is no real charge against him. So I have brought him here before you all, and especially you, King Agrippa, to examine him. Then tell me what to write. For it doesn't seem very reasonable to send a prisoner to the emperor without any charges against him." God is great all the time. All the time. God is great.